So once you've launched your offer and validated your ID, your offer, you need to grow your business from around maybe $2,000 per month to up to $10,000 per month, right? So in order to do this, the first step is to build your audience. And I'm really talking about your email list, because your email list is the core of your business. Believe me, I've been doing online marketing since 2010. I've been living out of my email list since 2010, and I can tell you that this is the most important thing in your business. You need traffic, you need to build, to bring in more leads, fresh leads on a daily basis. You need to create offers. You're gonna see how to do it in this online course, but you have to know that your email list is the most important thing in your business. So what you can do is just with your System.io account, remember System.io, that's the tool that we created. That's the tool that I use in my 2 online businesses. So I have one online business to teach people how to speak English in the French market. It's more of a side business, all right? And my main business is about web marketing, how to build an online business. And we built System.io because we were not happy with the existing tools. And so far, people love it. It's great. It does everything you need. It's very easy to use. Just try it out. You don't have to believe me. But it's so easy to use. You can create a very basic sales funnels. You go to System.io, create your account, and then you create a new sales funnel with the goal of building an audience. So you just have 2 pages. First page is a squeeze page, what we call a squeeze page. It's a page where you can enter your email address and opt in to a list, to an email list. And the second page is the thank you page. It's the page that comes right after the opt-in. So it's very easy to do. And what you need to do on your squeeze page is to have a value proposition. Okay, that's the way the startups they say it. It's what is your free offer? Okay, how can you help people? So it's not a paid product. It's not a paid offer. It's just a free offer. It's a value proposition. And I will add a document, some templates of headlines that you can use. How to get back in shape without how to lose 10 pounds in 6 weeks. Just a very basic value proposition so that people subscribe onto your email list, and then you send them some free content. Can be a video, PDF file, doesn't really matter. What matters is the content. So yeah, that's the way you build your email list. So I recommend you to publish free content with a call to action every time inside the free content, so that people click on the link and go and visit your squeeze page, right? So it can be by publishing articles on the blog. If you have a blog, can be by publishing posts on Facebook or videos on Facebook, can be by publishing content on Instagram and having a link in your bio on Instagram, can be by publishing videos, and in the description you add a text with a call to action to go and visit your page, like short description, click here to download a free guide to lose 6 pounds in 10 pounds in 6 weeks, whatever is your promise on your Swiss page. So why should you do this? Because you have to know that organic traffic, this is free traffic, it's very qualified traffic. Doesn't mean that you're gonna sell to everyone who subscribes to your list. Okay, actually you can expect to sell to maybe up to 15% of people who subscribe to your list, but not much more. Okay, and it's totally fine. That's the way it is. But organic traffic is usually quality traffic. Okay, so that's the advantage. The disadvantage is that it's harder to scale. It takes time. Okay, so my recommendation is to publish content on regularly. To have some frequency, to have some consistency, because look, I've been in this game for years, and I can tell you one thing: everybody can get excited, publish maybe one piece of content per day for 1 week, but very few people can actually publish one piece of content per week for 1 year. Okay, I have a client of mine. She went through my online course, so she's French. She's like retired, and she had this blog, and she's been publishing one blog article per week since 2011. So she addresses like skin issues, like all kind of different skin issues, and she's a pharmacist. She sells actually real products, to solve the skin issues, like natural products. I don't know today. I know that a few years ago she was already making more than 1 million euros per year in revenue. Okay, or from her blog. Okay, so consistency is key. Again, don't expect to grow your business like crazy because of the free posts, the free content you're gonna publish. You have a lot of competition. You expect your post not to have a lot of traction, not to have a lot of comments, not to have a lot of engagement. It's totally normal. It is fine. But by doing it consistently, you're gonna find your voice. You're gonna find what works for you. You're gonna attract some leads, and you're gonna convert these leads into customers, at least some of these leads. Okay, so that's super important. We set the expectations. You're not gonna get rich with this, but it's a good, nice, easy way to start building your list, and over time it can pay big time. Okay, so the content you can publish can be how-to content, how to do this, how to do that. And the difference between, because you might be wondering, okay, but if I give my best content for free, what can I sell? Okay, and I have a very good tip about it. So the free content provides value, it helps, but the results come with the paid product. Okay, be it an online course, be it a coaching, group coaching, individual coaching, doesn't matter, but you should definitely provide a lot of content for free, a lot of value for free, because that's the way it is. You have to demonstrate that you can help people, you know what you're talking about, you can demonstrate your expertise. So don't be afraid to share your best content for free, okay? Because someone who really needs help, if you provide an individual coaching, it has nothing to do with just, one video, one blog article, even a free PDF guide, okay? It's a lot more value because you're interacting one-on-one, and it's a complete different experience. So free content provides value, but what brings results is the paid offer. Okay, so it can be how-to content, can be inspirational content, some stories, maybe your own story, how you found the solution. Can be some case studies of people who succeeded. They can be your customers, can be people that you met. You can interview them. It's always inspiring for your audience, because they see that this is actually possible to get results. Okay, so it's inspiring. And there is a very important KPI to watch. It's the amount of new opt-ins per day on your list. This is super important. You know, when I discuss with an entrepreneur and I'm trying to get a grasp of how successful is his business, my first question is not going to be like, how big is your list? My first question is going to be, how many new subscribers you get on your list per day? Why? Because as the lists grow bigger, they grow older, and engagement gets down. You know, open rates, click rates go down. So you need to clean your list. So what's really important is it's how many new leads you get per day, because this is going to be a very precise indicator of what's the potential revenue that you can get, right? Once that you know that you can make maybe, I don't know, $5-10 per lead. If you have 100 leads per day, you know that you can make maybe $500 per day, maybe $1,000 per day. Okay, but if you don't have any new lead per day, of course you're not going to be able to make money out of it, or it's going to be tough. Okay, you can sell like some high-end offers, make a living out of it, make a few thousand per month, and in this case with the tiny list you should really aim and focus at selling high-end offers. Okay, because you're going to convert better, you're going to make a lot more money out of each sale. But you should also aim at growing your list bigger and bringing more and more fresh leads into your system. Okay, so that's very important. Try, you know, even with just a few new leads per day, you can get things going. Believe me, you can get new clients and you can get the whole system going. Okay, so that's the first step, is to build your audience, build your email list. And that's something that you're going to be doing for years, forever, because that's the core of your business. Then you need to build your team. Okay, of course, right from the beginning, you're not gonna have a big team working for you, but it's good to get started. And I would really recommend, maybe once you make, let's say, $2,000 per month, you get a virtual assistant, because spending time answering questions by email, it's very time consuming. Okay, it's interesting, you know, you get to engage with some interesting people, sometimes not so much, but I mean, your resources are limited, your time is very important, so you should really be careful about it. Okay, not to spend your time on tasks like answering customers. So I'd say from $2,000 per month, get a virtual assistant. So in my business, I had 2 virtual assistants. I've just hired 3 more because we grew a lot, especially with the System.io. We got many more customers. So we've got a team of 5 people answering our customers' questions. So they're paid by the hour, okay? And I would recommend you to go look in countries where cost of living is cheaper. I know in the English market, many people work with assistants in the Philippines. So I think it's a good can be a good option. To me, I work with some people in French-speaking countries for the French market. Okay, so your virtual assistants, they can handle the following tasks: so customer support, but they can also run manual promotions on your list. I will tell you in a few moments what they are and why you should run manual promotions, but your assistants can actually take care of that. And everything that's technical task, creating sales funnels, pages, maintenance, they should handle this task. You know, I don't do it. So the tools you can use, there is HubStaff or Time Doctor. They're great tools so that your freelancers actually install the software on their computer, and they can click and launch a timer, and it's going to track the time they spend working for you. For communication, we use Slack. It's great. It's an amazing tool that I use to communicate with all my team members. Right now, we're doing more than $100,000 per month in revenue. I have 10 people working in like 5 countries, and I'm all by myself in my office in my hometown, right? And that's totally fine. I don't have to come early to show my employees that, you know, I show up early and stuff. No, I can actually manage them with my cell phone in my pocket. I can just check out Slack and answer if there is something urgent while I'm I'm away. I'm doing shopping. I'm walking in the street. So it's really amazing, you know, the way we can manage businesses right now. So a third tool that we use a lot, that's LastPass. So I recommend you to use LastPass or another password manager. I think there is also Dashlane. I use LastPass personally. And they're great because it's a lot more secure, because usually you create a new password for each account you have, and you can actually share access to your accounts without providing your password to your assistants. So you have LastPass installed on your computer. They have LastPass installed too. And inside of LastPass, you can actually give them access to an account, so they can log in with your own credentials, but they don't know what is your password. So this is very secure. Some other people that you should hire. So some salespeople. So salespeople are very important, because when you have people working for you, making sales for, I don't know, it can be $1,000, $2,000, $5,000, $10,000, and you're actually doing something else. You can be, you know, wandering around. You could have gone for a walk. You can be doing some shopping, and you have something working for you, making some sales for several $1,000. I'd say that's a pretty good result and a pretty good lifestyle, and you're in a good position. So how do you pay them? Usually there is a small fixed fee. Depends on the experience. Can be from, I don't know, you know, from $400 per month maybe to up to $1,500 per month. And most of their income come from commissions on the sales they make. So usually the commission rate is from 13% to 20% depending on their experience. You can start with maybe at 10 or 13%, and then you increase their commission rate as they get better, get more experience, and demonstrate that they're good at the job. So the tools we use a tool that's called Ringover. I will search for a tool because I think Ringover, I think it's available in English, but I think it's a French company, so I will look for other tools if you want, like maybe in the US. It's super convenient. Like you can actually, you can call all the phone numbers you want, unlimited. It's like 40 euros per month. So it's great value. We have a Google spreadsheet that we share to keep track of sales. So at the end of the month, my salesperson checks out all the sales that have been made, sends me an invoice. I have someone on my team making sure that everything is right, that it's correct, and then we issue the payment, and that's it. So another people on your team that you might want to hire, they're the consultants. They're the people actually doing the consulting for you. And I'm telling you, this is a biggie, because I used to do private coaching, but I could take on maybe 2 clients maximum, because I didn't want to have, meetings, even though it was only 1 hour every 2 weeks. And it's great to work with clients, to do coaching, because you learn a lot. You get this very close connection with your client. Usually they get like really good results, so you're very proud of what you're doing. I mean, this is great. I just didn't want to have some obligations, to have the obligation to be at my office, more of a personal decision. And it took me years actually to find out that I could just hire people to do the job. Because even though I'm the expert, people don't really care about me. People care about them. All my customers want is result. As long as they get a result, they're happy to pay, So that's what I did. I hired someone who was actually one of my customers, okay? He had been through my online courses, and he started working as an assistant, and he was so good. I was like, hey, can you try to handle this customer? And the customer got great results, and yeah, that's it. So now he's really happy. He's making several thousand euros per month working remotely. He loves his job. He's bringing a lot of value. And actually, I've got customers who did the same. Usually it's among their own customers. They found a customer who could handle their own customers. So it works perfect. And usually what you do is that you pay them by the commission, okay? Can be from 15% to 30%, depends on the amount, depends on the time that is going to be spent with the customer. But I'd say that between 15 to 30%, it's a nice range, okay? So how to find talents? Because you understand that if you want to become an entrepreneur, you don't want to do the job, okay? If you look at the successful entrepreneurs, they have people working for them, okay? So the best source of talent is first your email list, okay? Your own customer list, your own email list, and then there are people referred to you by someone on your team, okay? But the person on your team has to make sure that these people are actually good, okay? It's not only, I know this guy, I just go to, I just go to the gym with him and I spoke with him. No, it doesn't work. It has to be like, I know this guy, I know he's really good, he's really committed. It can be interesting, okay? You can find like good people. Like if you have a virtual assistant in the Philippines and you're looking for another one, and he tells you, hey, I have my cousin, I know the guy, he's super serious, he's looking for a job opportunity. I spoke to him about my job. He would love to work from home. You just give them a try. It's very easy, actually. For the virtual assistants, I don't do a job interview with them. I just tell my team member, okay, let's give him a try. And we just see how it goes. And if it works after a couple of weeks, then I'm gonna do maybe a call with him, to get to know each other. But it's totally fine. You don't have to make it too complicated. And you have to know that it's not so easy. It's not always so easy to find like capable people. So don't be afraid to hire fast and also fire fast, okay? It's totally fine. You give people the chance, the opportunity to work with you. If it doesn't work, no hard feelings. You just tell them, I'm sorry, it doesn't work. Wish you the best, blah blah blah. So you should focus yourself on tasks that matter the most, and they are marketing, okay, because the most important is selling, marketing, okay? You want to be selling more, and I'm gonna show you in the next module how to do just that. Strategy, it's even more important. It's what is what is our goal as a company, where are we heading. Be careful with the whole market, with the strategy. I mean, that's super important. And of course the management, because you understand that you have to manage people. And don't believe that it's a pain. I like it, it's pretty cool. I work with great people, I have great people on my team. It's a very exciting field, and you can feel that the people like it because it's new, it's exciting, they work from home. It's great, really. We have a great team. I have an amazing team. I can tell you, the developers, the consultant, the salesperson, the virtual assistants, they're just great. Okay, we have a blast. They're very happy. I'm very happy for them to be happy, to have a job, to make a good living. So management, it's not a hassle, okay? Especially with the way we work remote, it's great. But when you scale further, you should delegate the marketing part and the management part, okay? You can have someone actually handling the marketing. Even me, I'm a marketer. That's my core expertise. But I've just realized that in order to step up, I needed to maybe step away and hire someone better than me to run the marketing. And that's just what I did. I hired actually 2 guys, one for the French market, one for the English market, and I'm ready to step down and work with them. Also the management part, of course, as your team grows bigger, you might want to hire someone who's going to be more into the day-to-day operations, okay, making sure that everything runs smooth, managing people. And at the end, what's going to be left? The strategy, because as an entrepreneur, you have to have the vision. And that's, when you get to the point when you are focusing on strategy, I think you're in a good spot. And if you look at the very successful people, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos, I think that these people are more involved in strategy than in the day-to-day operations. So now you need to build your sales machine. This is very important. And there are really 2 ways to do it. The first way is to set up an automated email sales sequence. So usually in all my businesses, I have an automated email sequence that sells on automatic. So what is it? It's a sequence of emails that are sent to the people who opted into my list. Okay. By the way, something very important. You can actually start selling right after the opt-in. You don't have to, of course, but I just want you to know that right after the opt-in, you can display a thank you page with maybe a banner that says your free guide is on its way. You will get it in a few minutes, in a short time in your inbox. In the meantime, please read carefully, and boom, you can just start your sales page, and it works. A few years ago I was running Facebook campaigns, and I was puzzled because I was like, oh, I got like 1,000 leads, but I got only 500 visits on my sales page. What's going on? I'm losing people somewhere. And I was like, you know what? Let's get crazy. Let's try to add a sales page right after the opt-in. So I put up a page just like this with a banner saying you're gonna receive your free guide in a few minutes. In the meantime, read this, and boom, I added the entire body of my sales page. And I went for a walk, came back a few hours later, and I was like, wow, I've made like half a dozen of sales or so, which was unusual. And I was like, what happened? And then I was like, oh yeah, right, I did that. I added a sales page right after the opt-in. So it's totally fine. Don't be afraid to do it. You can do it. It works. If you have an offer that converts, well, you want as many eyeballs to see it as possible, right? So it makes sense. But you don't have to do it. You have to know that email sequences can sell on automatic for you. Usually the sequences last from 1 to 2 weeks, can be less, can be more. In my How to Learn English blog, I have a sequence that runs for actually 1 month, but it's a bit extreme because I don't really care, because it's more of a side business, so I use it to do some experiments. But it works. It's been like doing sales for years. So the goal of this email sequence, it's usually either to sell a low entry offer. Okay, it can be maybe an online course priced at less than, I don't know, usually less than $47 or $27. Can be as low as $7. Or to book a strategy session with you. Okay. What's important is to focus on just one call to action. That's a mistake that people do sometimes. They try to sell 2 things at the same time. It doesn't work. It's been proven that the more choices people have, the less decision they make. And you want to focus your message on just one thing, okay? And then you can move on to something else. But in your email sequence, you should focus on selling just one thing, okay? So I've written several email sequences, and my advice is don't overcomplicate it. Okay, it's very easy. Try to, at first, you create a document where you're gonna write down some ideas of emails. Okay, each email is gonna be like one main thing. So you can tell stories, you can answer an objection, you can show case studies, you can send how-to content that provides value. You can announce new bonuses to your offer. It doesn't really matter. The point is each time to bring some value, okay? So that people keep opening your emails. So there has to be something of value, something new, something useful. And each time to have a call to action. Okay, to go to your sales page or to go and book an appointment with you on a page made with these tools we talked about. Can be Calendly or You Can Book Me. Okay, and remember, done is better than perfect. Take 1 full day or 2, but just get it done and move on to something else. Don't make it too complicated, because I know this is the kind of task that can seem like huge, like really complicated. Don't make it complicated. Don't try to make it perfect. It kills me when I see like some $1,000 course to teach you how to create an automated email sales sequence, and you have to go through like maybe 20 hours of videos. I'm like, please forget about this. Don't try to make it perfect. Just get it done. It's going to be better than nothing, believe me. I was investing a few years back, I was investing $20,000 per month to be part of a mastermind group in the US. And we were constantly saying this: done is better than perfect. It's that simple. So don't try to make it too perfect, too complicated. It doesn't exist. Just get it done. Take 1 day, 2 days, that's it. Okay? So now you have to understand that once your contacts have been through your entire email sales sequence, they're on your list, okay? And they're on your list, okay? And they're not getting any more automated emails from you, okay? So if you have an automated email sales sequence that lasts for 2 weeks, okay? After 2 weeks, people are on your list. And if you don't send emails to them, you're not making any money, okay? So my advice is to run manual promotions to your list. It means that, when I say a promotion, it's like an offer, okay? Usually it can be for a strategy session, can be for an online course, and you're gonna be like, oh, my course, this week you can get it for, so you build up the value in your sales message. Can be a sales video, can be an email, can be a sales page, and then you say the value is $497. This week it's the value is $4.97, and this week you can get it for $197, something like that. Okay, but you make an offer to your list. Okay, and the way we do it, usually on Tuesday we send an email that's more like the opportunity, very short email about the opportunity that sends people to the sales page. On Thursday we send maybe some value, the first video of the course, or it can be like a testimony, something like that. We try to add more value, answer an objection, something like that. And on Sunday we close the offer. We send an email saying today is the last day. Okay, so 3 or 4 emails. Very good tip. If you're doing a launch, that's important. On the very last day of the launch, don't send one email. Send 2 emails. One email in the morning that says today is the last day, and one email maybe at around 7 p.m., 8 p.m. that says last hours to take advantage of the deal. And believe me, this last email is so important. You don't want to miss it. I did a launch once on my list, a very important one for a new offer, and it started so I did the launch for 2 weeks. I was by myself on my list, okay, no JV partners, and it started very slow. People didn't get the offer, and it was a great offer. And in the end, I made 365 sales. So it's funny, same amount of days as days in a year, and I think I made 180 sales in the last 4 or 5 hours. I couldn't believe it. It was boom, 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 my inbox. It was great. So it's super important. If you have a great offer, the first time you launch a new offer, don't hesitate to send emails. If you get like some answer of people saying no more emails, it's too many emails, you're like, sure, you just unsubscribe them. I mean, it's free to opt in, it's free to unsubscribe. You're not forcing anyone to keep receiving your emails, okay? So, and you shouldn't do your marketing according to people who complain and maybe will never buy anything from you, right? You should do your marketing according to the people who will buy your stuff, love what you do, send you some love, and make you feel good and feel proud, okay? So the first thing to run manual promotions to your list, and this is a great tip, when I start working with a client on individual coaching, the first thing that I do is optimize the subscriptions to his email list. So usually we can double that, okay? The second thing I do is to do exactly this, to define a promotion schedule. So I tell my clients, because I know people, you ask them, okay, when is the next promotion on your list? And they're like, oh, after holidays, when the kid go to school. No, it doesn't work. If you're a professional, it's, you define a schedule and you do it. So it can be one promotion per month, it can be one promotion every other week or every week, doesn't matter. You just make a decision and then you just do it, okay? So let's say it's once per month, okay, at the beginning. So you can alternate. So once per month you make a promotion for an offer, and then maybe 2 weeks later you send free content, or you send a call to action to book a strategy session with you. But you have to have a schedule and you have to do it, okay? So you run a promotion once and then you delegate to your assistants. In my team, this is what we do. I have actually my assistants. Each week they have to pick one offer that we haven't run for the longest, for a long time, and they just run the offer again to my list, and they do this every week, okay? So that's it, guys. Once you've built your email list, build your team and that you've built your sales machine, at least you have the automated email sequence, that you have a schedule of promotion set, you can go from $2,000 to maybe $10,000 per month. But if you want to scale bigger to maybe up to $30,000 per month, you need to do what we're going to see right now in the third module.